Hello from Aspen, Colorado. I'm Neil Rogers with Brian Holcomb here at the finish of Stage 2 of the inaugural USA Pro Cycling Challenge. Brian, today's stage, 130 miles from Gunnison to Aspen, two climbs over 12,000 foot passes. It was billed as the Queen stage. It was absolutely a spectacular day of racing, but perhaps for reasons that people might not have expected.
Yeah, it's true. We saw the race blow apart, and it lived up to its billing as the biggest stage of the race, but not where or when we expected it to. The pace was mild going over Cottonwood Pass. We had the big crash, of course, early on that climb. And we had a headwind going over Independence Pass. A number of riders told me that they kind of expected that headwind to happen. When we had a large group go over the top, we saw that when the rain started falling, the riders that knew the descent were willing to take risks, came to the front, and they were the ones that gained time today.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think people were talking about Cottonwood Pass and the dirt climb. People were talking about Independence, the climb. Nobody was talking about the descent. In fact, that's where the race was decided. I thought it was interesting that Tom Danielson said he was planning on attacking over Independence, but because of the headwind and because so many guys looked fresh, he said, hey, I had to change my plan and save the legs for tomorrow. And then I saw the opportunity on the descent when Hincapie started to creep away. Heading into the Vail time trial, we see 5 Americans in the top 5 on GC with Cadel Evans in 6th, less than a minute down. TJ Van Garderen, strong time trialist, he can climb. Same could be said for Levi. Levi's got to make up over 30 seconds on TJ. Christian Vande Velde's right there as well, Tommy Danielson. How do you see the stage playing out at such a high altitude with such a kick at the end?
You know, it's interesting. As we saw today, the riders that knew the course well were the ones that benefited. I don't think we're going to see much different than that tomorrow. Van Garderen hasn't seen the stage yet, but he'll preview it in the morning. I think that at this altitude, you really have to meter your effort well. You have to know when to go out hard and when to kind of dial back a little bit and save it for the higher elevation. I think each of these guys in the top 5 are well adapted to a time trial like this, and we'll see perhaps intelligence playing the bigger role than legs because these guys all seem fit and ready to go. I think that the rider that can meter their effort and know when to go deep and tickle that red line, I think that rider's going to come out on top tomorrow.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. And the only thing I'd add to that is just a healthy amount of respect for the altitude, because this race, stage tomorrow, does finish at almost 10,000 feet. And once you do go over the red, there's no coming back. And especially the time trial effort, there's nowhere to hide. Well, as always, check back tomorrow to see how the time trial went, and we'll give you our post-stage analysis. For Brian Holcomb, I'm Neil Rogers on VeloNews.com.